I'm going to demo an iOS app in this movie called Over. It's for adding type and artwork to your images, and it's really my favorite type app, and the reason is simply that it has more options for working with your type than any of the other apps I use. So let me show you it. I'm going to launch it. Now, right away it's giving me the option to choose an image from my album or to take a photo, and I'm just going to choose an image from my album. I have the option here of adding text or artwork. So this is really the main home screen when you first launch an image. I'm going to click on Add Artwork just to show it to you. I never use this. Some of them are free. Most of them you have to pay for. And there's some nice line art in here. I just don't use any of this. It's just not my thing. So now I'm back to the screen, but I've lost that Add Text and Add Artwork menu. So I want to show you how you can get that back again. The little yellow triangle on the right is your main control. So I would go in here and go to Add, and there it takes me back to that screen again. So now I'm ready to add text. So it's telling me to double tap. I happen to have a quote in memory, so I'm just going to paste it. This is an Albert Einstein quote I thought was good for this photo. So right away I can scroll through here and change the color. So if I wanted to choose something brighter that would show up and not just be white, I could choose something like that. I'm going to click Done. And now I'm back to that wheel again. So I can go to fonts. This has an incredible collection of fonts, really way more than any of the other apps I work with. That's one of the reasons I just love this. So I can try different scripts. I have some more condensed fonts. I have lots of things to pick from. When you want to get rid of that menu, you can just hit that yellow triangle again and you're back to that main screen. The next thing I would do is go to Edit. Now here I want a pinch and zoom, because that's what I'm used to in other apps. And once you get used to that, for this app, you can't use that. So if you scroll up here, there are lots of different options. The one that makes me really happy is the line control. You can actually control line spacing and kerning in here. So I'm going to go to the size, and here's where you make it smaller. I could have line breaks in here, but I don't. So, I could go back and add some line breaks if I wanted to. And from here to do that, I would just double tap on my type, would take me back to that font menu. So again, I'm scrolling up. I can change the opacity. I can rotate it. I can reposition it with the arrow keys. That's one of the ones that's hard for me to get used to. But again, you can reposition it however you want with the arrow keys. Scrolling up again, here I have alignment. For line, this is where it controls how close together the lines are, also known as line spacing or leading. I tend to like it really tight, leading on block letters like this, so I love that feature. And then character controls, it's really tracking you're controlling, not kerning. It will just space out or bring in the spacing between all the characters. But again, none of the other type apps I use have any of these controls, so this is great. The next thing you could do, you can go and add more type if you wanted to, or add a graphic using that add button. You could change the background photo here if you want. You could scrap the whole project and start a new one. Share allows you to go out and post automatically to social media. The more button is just advertisements, so I'm going to skip over that one. The save button will automatically save it to your camera roll. And that's it. We've gone all the way through it. So this is a great little app I love for working with type, and it's called Over.